Hi everybody. I hope everyone's doing good. My honey is doing a experiment on a it's not really a self-wicking, it's a different type of self-wicking. It's his own experiment. Anyway, this video is mostly him doing his own version of self-wicking potato bucket. Anyway, I'll let him do it, and it's mostly him doing his own experiment. So here he goes. Alright, here's the tub.
We're getting this ideal off of the bucket ideal, where they put the gallon jug in there with the tube sending up, and naturally the bucket fills up with water, and then of course the dirt absorbs off of it. But instead of wasting room inside the container with a gallon jug, what I thought was, don't know if it'll work, it's all experimental. We took this 55-gallon, drilled a half-inch hole down there, and actually, as you can see on both sides, this here is a spillover, kind of like the way they do with the bucket ideal, where it gets to here, it's full. Well, as we all know, if you know anything about gravity and buoyancy, whenever this container reaches up to a certain amount of water, it'll naturally come out the top. So we'll know that it's full then. The same scenario there, except for we don't use the gallon jug in here. Now what I've done here is I had an old piece of plastic just grated and wrapped a sock around it. This is to help keep dirt from getting into the tube. And of course that'll be like that. And now over here I'm rinsing out some gravel. Taking the dust out of the gravel here, which we'll be putting in the bottom of the container, which will be kind of like the gallon jug with the whole water inside of the gravel, and at the same time prevent dirt from clogging up my little tube over there. I've already got this rinsed out pretty decent, so we'll take it over there and put it on top of our sock filter and get it going. May need a couple of them, but this will help hold the water down inside of the container just like the gallon jug does. Part of the ideal also is to make sure that it holds our little screen in place. See over here, down there where my tube is, as you can see, now the gravel's holding that against that tube. That one ain't fitting, so dirt don't clog it up. It looks like I'll need another one of these for the other side. And then of course we'll fill it the rest of the way up with dirt after we get probably a 3 or 4 inch layer underneath there. Then the rest of it will be dirt. And this is going to be our potato barrel. That's what we're doing here. We have a little screener over here is what I was rinsing those rocks out. I didn't mention that earlier, but we're rinsing that dust out of them rocks. As you can see here, we only got like maybe 3-4 inches of gravel, and the main objective there again is just to protect our little screen right back here, our little water indicator, which is right there. You can see that little white spot, that's our rag or sock. But the thing about it is, as I said, this is going to be our potato bucket. So we need as much room in the dirt as possible because it's a root naturally. It's a shade plant. So I'm actually going to push the majority of this over here on top of this. That way it makes more room for the potatoes to grow, at least on this side. And it prevents dirt from getting inside of my tube. As I said, this is all experimental, but I just thought we'd share with you if it works out. And that's pretty much all I want to do at this point. detail. Now I'm going to add some dirt to it and just get our dirt inside there. And I'll be mixing that with some rabbit droppings and what have you, which whenever we get to that point, I'll share it with you then. But anyway, that's it for this little stage.
Alright, he's getting ready to mix up all the dirt.
This is actually used dirt, the majority of it. But we're going to mix it up with some rabbit dung, pellets, whatever you want to call it, to help maybe get the nitrogens activated in it. From what little research we've done, they're saying this ain't like chicken or cow dung, which will actually burn up your plants because it's too hot. They say rabbit, to our understanding, rabbit actually breaks down slowly, and they recommend actually putting it on top of your plants after so many days. But we're running a little low on dirt and stuff, so we're going to mix it in with and break it up and what have you. It's actually quite light, believe it or not, but we're going to mix it up about, I don't know, if you were to guess at it, 1-to-3 ratio. Basically 1/4 rabbit dung, 3/4 dirt. Of course, in my back the way it is, we can't really do too much mixing other than this way. Forget about bending over too much, that just don't help much. As you said earlier, this is going to be our potato patch. Hoping it'll work out. We'll see. And so do you all in time, I guess. But anyway, we'll continue that, and then we'll transfer it over here, and then we'll catch you up to date. That's it for now.
Okay.
Okay, just a quick recap. As you can see in here, we're using our water buoyancy setup over here on the left side or right side, do whatever. But actually, these ain't even glued in. They're just pushed in because there shouldn't be no pressure on them. The thing about it is, however high this is will determine how much water it holds inside the container. And there again, as I showed you earlier, we took out the dust out of these rocks, and like I said, they're mostly pushed up against this center, so it keeps dirt from plugging up that section up there. And as I said before, and I'll say it again, this is going to be our potato bucket. Now back to the dirt. We did a 3-to-1 ratio, and if that'll make sense to you, basically it's 3/4 dirt and 1/4 rabbit dung in here. And of course we'll continue that process until we get our bucket full, probably right up about right here, a good filling, and the rest hopefully will be enough roots for our potatoes and what have you. So that's enough for that recap. We're going to go ahead and fill this in, and we'll catch up with you in a little bit. Okay, well, we about forgot something. As you know, on the gallon bucket water reserve situation, it has the lines where you can actually feed the water into the gallon jug. Well, as I said, this is the ideal off of that. And the thing about it is, I about messed up because I have no line going in to actually fill the bottom from the bottom up. And as you know, this is our overflow valve here, which can be cut at whatever height I want. I'm leaving it there for now. But I just found this old, can't remember what it's called, but it's actually electrical tubing. It looks about 1.5 inches. I guess it don't really matter what size, as long as you get a water hose in it like all these other ones. And of course, as you can see down in here, I don't want it in the dirt, but I want it in the gravel. And the reason for that is because that way the dirt don't pack up and cause it to clog up. So we're going to actually put this down in the gravel, and that'll allow it to seep in slowly, just as it would if you was using a gallon jug. So I just wanted to give you that catch up, little mess up I about have, and Okay, we're going to finish filling it up and we'll pick you up a little bit. When?
Yep.
Okay, things to come in this little video. This is pretty much the overall fixture. Besides putting a little bit more dirt on top and planting the plants naturally. But the whole ideal here is we're fixing up a bucket for potatoes. That's the ideal. And as you know, potatoes is a root. And as a root, you need as much room as you can grow. Now I stemmed this ideal off the ideal that the wife got from the internet that uses these pipes that actually goes into 1 gallon buckets. You'll hear all about this if you want to watch the rest of the video. But this is the end results other than planting. As you can see, we got some friends, which is always a good thing. And this is our overflow valve, which is covered in a small bed of rocks, in which this tube will be our filler, which will fill from the bottom up until naturally it comes to our point. This is actually removable. We can adjust it to whatever depth. So you want to learn how we did all this business, and what we did is the soil, the mixture we did, which was with rabbit dung and regular topsoil, and watch the rest of the video. We're out of here until we do some planting.
Okay, y'all, if you've watched my other videos, you know what he's talking about on the other plants. He's talking about the self-watering wicking buckets. Okay, we had to squeeze this in there. We forgot to tell y'all about this part.
Yeah, back when there were my parents and grandma and them would all garden, which was a way of life back then. We'd always go fishing naturally. Well, we'd always take the heads and the guts and put them in the bottom of the garden, underneath all the soil. And they always had a blessed harvest. So we're taking this old fish here we had, chopping him up in a couple, 2 or 3 pieces, and we're going to put him in the bottom of the barrel down by the rocks naturally, and hopefully it'll help out like it did for them. We'll see how smart they were. Alright, that's it. I'll close her up. Oh. Still on?
Yeah.
If anybody's asking what this lid is, it's nothing. It just used to be a hole there for something. I just put it on there. Okay, that's all. I'll be back and I'll put plants in it.
Mm-hmm.
You on?
Yep.
Okay, so the test, did it work? What did we do? Well, we have our container. We put the 1/2-inch line inside the pipe, which is the overflow valve based on the gallon jug system. And of course we have a pipe in here which all goes into the gravel, which is at the bottom with the filter, which is in the other videos. Took about 30-45 minutes to fill this up to where it would actually overflow, which allowed us to know that it's actually working. So now, where we go to water our system, unlike the gallon jugs, it works the same way but with the gravel at the bottom. So now we have more room inside this container for our plants, which is going to be potatoes. So the system works. That's all this one's about. Ciao. I can turn it on.
Okay, go ahead.
Turn it on, it'll come out faster.
This is the water coming out. Yeah, it's got the overfill.
Yeah. See, the water is just at a steady flow, not too much. We don't want to overflow it too fast. Yeah, that lets us know that the tank is full of water at least up to this point. Of course, that's a reservoir for it to stay water for a period of time. As you can see, our dirt even settled. Look at there. So naturally we're going to need more dirt, and then we'll put our plants in. It worked. That's all that matters.
And then these are my self-wicking. As you can see, I've got some tomatoes coming up. I've got peppers, okra, sweet mint. I've got beets, sunflowers, yeah, other stuff. And then we've got stuff in the greenhouse. Show you the greenhouse really quick. Tomatoes and more peppers, and we got carrots, and we got broccoli and more peppers and all kinds of stuff in here. Everything's looking really healthy. We've got a heavy-duty towel in here, and we've got a cup on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it, sitting in the water. That's doing awesome. And we've got more starter plants down here, ready to go into bigger buckets.
Well, these are doing awesome down here.
Yep.
Of course, like you said, they're self-wicking.
Yep.
Down at the bottom, drawing water from our reservoir.
Yep.
So we don't have to worry about filling it up every time we turn around.
Yep. So I just
great.
thought I'd show you all of that really quick. But that's the greenhouse. They're doing really good. So, yep, that's it. My goodness, it's warm out here. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Got any suggestions, comments, please leave them below. I guess that's it. So thanks for watching. God bless you. Take care, and we'll catch you on the next one.